Hari Om, Bhagavad Gita, chapter 14, verse 25. Gunatraya Vibhaga Yoga. In the last verse, Bhagwan Krishna said, the one who has awakened himself to the self, nothing affects him, whether it is pain or pleasure. Gold or stone does not matter for him. Everything is same. Pleasant or unpleasant circumstances does not matter. It keeps on coming like waves. Whether somebody criticizes him or praises him, he is the same. How does it matter? Because in this world, some people will always praise you, some people will always criticize you, whatever you do. So, how does it matter? As long as my conscience is clear, as long as I know what I am doing is according to the wish of Bhagwan Krishna, where is the question of fearing this world or their comments? He is least bothered. In short, the effects in one plane of consciousness cannot affect the person in another plane of consciousness. That we have seen. The waking state cannot affect the dream state. The dream state cannot affect the waking state. We are all living at the body level. That is why everything, every small thing is affecting us. We are crying. But the wise person lives at the level of the self. So nothing affects him. That is the difference. Verse 25. Mana pamana yostulyagam tulyo mitrari pakshayogam sarvaramba parityagi gunatitasya uchyate. Bhagavan says, who is a Gunatita? The one who has crossed all the three gunas, that is Sattva, Rajas and Tamas, is a Gunatita. Gunatitasya uchyate. Swami Dayananda Saraswati says, everyone without exception in this world will experience two things. One is mana, another is apamana. But these two will affect only those who live at the ego level and not the one who lives at the self level. If you have realized yourself, then absolutely it will not affect you. Swami Chinmayananda says, a man of wisdom is not afraid of life and its rewards. Only egoistic living will create the emotions of honor and dishonor. He further says, honor and dishonor are the evolutions of the intellect that change from time to time and place to place. So, whatever we think as honor and dishonor, it will change from time to time and place to place. When I look into the truth of this statement, it is perfectly true. Just to go a few decades back, the girls going for employment in the house was considered as a shame. So people used to say, criticize that person because one or two only was going for employment in India. I am not talking about the foreign countries, in India. So people, the neighbors will criticize. This fellow idiot, he is living in the daughter's money. So it was a responsibility of the father to take care of the daughter till marriage, even after marriage. So they were criticizing. The father will commit suicide. The moment the girl goes for employment, father used to commit suicide because it was a shame. Similarly, you take divorce. If there was a divorce, one or two divorce cases, somewhere it will happen. Father will die of heart attack. Shame. Similarly, intercaste marriages. Even today it is in some communities. I have my own personal opinion. I don't want to get into that now. But intercaste marriages was once a taboo. Nobody liked his daughter or son getting married in another caste. Now it is common. It has become every house there is one intercaste marriage. So all these things, when the time changed, everything got changed. So when Swami Chinmayananda says, it is all because of your mind. And it changes from time to time and place to place. That is perfectly true. Then, secondly, of course, when Swamiji says something, it must be true. I thought of it, uh, wanted to further delve deep into that statement, and what I felt I expressed it. Now, the second thing is the man of wisdom is equal to a friend or a foe. Swami Dayananda Saraswati quotes Adi Shankara here, who says, a wise man cannot become an enemy to anybody. It is impossible. That is what he says. Then, how Bhagwan Krishna says, he is neither a friend nor an enemy to anybody. The reason is, others may view that wise man. They will say, he is my friend, or they will say, he is a worst fellow, he is my enemy. According to the interpretation of their mind, the other fellow, for this wise person, there is no friend or enemy. The other fellow may treat him as friend or enemy. In whatever way they view the wise person, the wise man does not internalize their emotions into his emotions, and then getting angry or pleasant. When that friend is present, you say something, and when the enemy is there, you say something. No, he will not internalize the other's emotions. That is what Adi Shankara says. According to Swami Chinmayananda, a man of wisdom who has understood the oneness of the all-pervading infinite. Everyone in this world is the same self, playing its role as a different person. The self in me is the self in all. Everyone, without exception, is the self. The self is wearing a different hat and then playing its role. He is me and I am him. Then where is the question of friend or enemy for that person? There is no difference between him, the wise person, and the other person who is living in this world. He is me and I am him. That means there is no friend or foe for that person. That is what Swami Chinmayananda says. Then Bhagwan Krishna says, Sarva Aramba Parityagi. Swami Dayananda Saraswati and Swami Chinmayananda has given a long interpretation for this word. I will put it simply. Sarva Aramba Parityagi means he does not undertake any activity which will benefit him personally. All his activities are for the welfare of the people. Nothing is for his own welfare. Swami Dayananda Saraswati says, the word Aramba here means any undertaking that has roots in a sense of dissatisfaction. That is, you are not satisfied with yourself, with your knowledge, with your income, with your possessions, everything. So you undertake some new activity to make yourself better. That is what is called Aramba. That is what Swami Chinmayananda says. Swami Dayananda Saraswati says. So, Sarva Aramba Parityagi means that person do not undertake any activity for his welfare. Whatever he does, it is for the benefit of the society, welfare of the people. Then finally, Gunatita. Gunatita does not mean he is an idle person. A person who is full of actions, but none of the actions are carried out seeking any personal gain for himself. The best example of Gunatita is, according to me, Bhagwan Krishna himself. Straight, he is standing before. Another point is, Maya is in the hands of Bhagwan Krishna. So you can look at that way, you can say Maya is in the, all the gunas are in the hands of Bhagwan Krishna. We are under the influence of gunas, Maya. Whereas Maya is under the control of Bhagwan Krishna. That is another way of looking at it. Stop for a minute and think about Bhagwan Krishna's roles, which he has played. Bhagwan Krishna himself says he has nothing to gain from this world. Absolutely nothing. But he was full of actions, and he is full of actions. Today also he is present. The Sat is present in the past, present, and future. He will be present. We will go, but he will be there. He is full of actions. If he stops for a minute, entire world will collapse. Entire universe will collapse. From childhood onwards, he killed many demons, teaching the highest philosophy to Arjuna now. He was a king. He was a friend. He was an emissary. He was a student. He was a charioteer. N number of roles he played. And all the roles were played with perfection. You can't say it is 99%. 100% perfection. Which we are all trying to. Any work you do, 100% I will find one mistake. You bring it to me. Anything you do. Even if you bring Mona Lisa paint, I will find one mistake there. That kind of a person I am. So that is our nature. Similarly, but whoever comes in Krishna's work, you cannot find any mistake. Not even 0.00001%. 100% perfection. All the work he has carried out, not for even a small benefit to him. Similarly, our rishis, munis, acharyas, everything they have written. Bhagavad Gita, Vyasa has written. Had it been written today, somebody would have reserved his copyright. Immediately a case would have been filed against me. You are saying Bhagavad Gita, give me 10 crores. No, Vyasa has written so many things. Knowledge, you take it. I am not giving it. It is given by Bhagwan. I am only an instrument. That is the way they looked at it. All actions were performed. They were not idle, but nothing for their benefit. That is Gunatita. Swami Chinmayananda says, only desire motivated activities undertaken with an anxiety to earn, to acquire, to possess, and to hold, to aggrandize and claim ownership are indicated by the term undertaking. That is Sarva Arabha Parityagi, he says. The Gunatita has crossed all these things. All these activities can be undertaken only when ego is present. Swami Chinmayananda quotes Adi Shankara, who says, the character and conduct of a Gunatita, given in the last 3 verses, how the Gunatita behaves, that should be the example which the seeker, like us, whoever wants to become a Gunatita, he has to take that as an example, emulate that character in his everyday life, follow it, so that he can also become a Gunatita. We always need an example. You should, any sports you take, somebody will have an example. I want to become like that person. Whether he achieves it or not, at least a part of it he will surely achieve. You must have somebody as a model, role model in your life. So Bhagwan says the characters and conduct of that Gunatita is a role model for a seeker so that he can also achieve moksha. That is what he says. Verse 25 again. Mana pamana yo tulyagam tulyo mitrari pakshayo sarvaramba parityagi gunatitassa uchyate. Next verse we will see tomorrow. Arihon Sarvam Krishnarpanamastu. Narayana 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 Narayana